everybody, it's Brooke, and it's Saturday, so we are watching Angel, Season 1, Episode 19. This is a part 2, so if you missed Episode 18, you can go watch it on YouTube, or you can watch my uncut reaction to it, as well as my uncut reaction to this episode, and the next 2 episodes, which I believe are going to be a Buffy and an Angel, if I'm right, or it's 2 Buffys. It's one of them. I know some Buffy is coming up next week. But you can do that on Patreon, which is linked in the description. You can also go on Discord to talk with people who are also watching the reactions, especially in, like, the spoiler Discords. I won't see the spoilers, but you can be like, oh, I can't wait till she gets to this part, or whatever. Thank you, by the way, to all the patrons. I'm excited for this. It's kind of a part 2. People said it's the first, like, 2-parter. Last episode on Tuesday, Faith showed up. So it's kind of like a crossover, but it's more just like an in-universe character. And she was hired by that law firm, Wolfman and Hart. They're like the evil law firm where we saw them in the first episode, and they've popped up throughout the season. They hired Faith to kill Angel, and she was very Faith about it, very antagonistic, involving the people he cared about, like Cordy and Wesley. She ended up torturing Wesley, but we slowly saw her getting more and more tired, and when her and Angel were fighting, she broke down and started crying and, like, begging him to kill her, and it was a beautiful performance by her actress. It, like, was very emotional. But the episode was intermixed with Angel's first time, like, right before he got cursed, Darla's reaction to him getting cursed, and the first time he ate after being cursed. And I think it was kind of trying to show us, I kind of talked about it last time, that I feel like Angel understands Faith in a way other people just can't, just due to his experiences and how long he's been alive. He knows what it's like to truly be a monster. He knows what that feels like on your soul, your heart, and your mind. And it allows him to have empathy for her and see her in a way I think other people see her as the monster, but he doesn't, because he's like, you're nothing compared to the monster I was or the monster I've seen. You're just a very disturbed girl. And I think that's a good thing. I think if there is a chance that Faith can do better, if she can do anything to atone for what she's done and become a better person, I would want that for her. I would respect other characters who she has harmed in the past wanting nothing to do with her, and I think that's part of becoming a better person, is accepting that the people you hurt don't have to want you in their life, and moving on and starting fresh and being good to the new people in your life. I think that is a big part of it, and I wonder if that'll be a big part of this episode. Wesley saw her crying, and we saw he was ready to kill her. She had tortured him. He thought, like, she could not be saved, and then he sees her, like, this crying girl, and is, like, remembers, I think, a little bit of who she was, and that it's not that simple. I'll be interested to see if, like, they're able to get through to her. I still think Faith is going to be Faith, right? She's not going to suddenly be sunshines and rainbows. But it'd be interesting to see if she's willing to give them some information, whatever she got off that company, or help, be willing to help them in some way to take them down would be cool. I'm not sure if I think Faith is going to be a main character. I think it'd be cool if she was reoccurring in Angel, maybe. But I do think these 2 episodes were 2-parters because she's in them. I don't think she'll be sticking around long term, but I could be wrong. But I'm ready to find out. So let us dive in. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any new Buffyverse episodes. I can't believe we're almost done with Buffy Season 4 and Angel Season 1. This is the most awkward elevator ride ever. She needed help. But it's also right, one of those things where you can't help someone until they accept they need it, and she has here. Let's go to bed. I can't imagine the leather pants are comfy, but I think she finally pushed herself past a limit.
Let me close.
Oh, her face.
Not you.
No, not you.
I can't tell you how sorry I am that I allowed this to happen.
I believe it was
Dennis
fate who allowed
tried
her
to
elbow
warn
to
you.
collide with my face.
She's still here, I assume.
Gave her his bed.
Downstairs. It's different when you don't have that experience.
Angel,
You get jelly?
Whole selection.
I think
won't
he's
she find it
trying.
difficult? And
I think it's very hard for them, but I think he's trying to be for her what he needed when he was coming out of being a monster. But I understand why that is very hard for them, because Faith has done nothing but hurt them. So I do get it. They don't have that same lived experience, so I feel like there's gonna be a lot of fighting this episode, and it's gonna make me sad.
enjoying delicious jelly-filled donuts, if she is one
He was also tortured last night, so we
bound
can
and
give
gagged.
Wesley a break.
Let her starve?
Certainly not. There are far more humane ways to deal with a rabid animal.
She's not an animal. No, she's a person. In case you've forgotten, we're not in the business of giving up on people.
There is
Alright.
evil in that girl, Angel. It doesn't matter what she wants or says she wants. You set her free, she'll kill again.
I see both sides. I hate to be that person.
Well, you'd know. I need you to sign these.
Cordy's just like, whatever, move forward.
You understand why we have to help Faith, don't you?
Totally. And here.
You can't just arbitrarily decide whose soul is worth saving. Paid vacation.
Like I'm gonna stick around here while
Oh,
a psycho
that's so
case is
corny.
roaming loose downstairs.
She's like,
with
I'll
3
be
tons
back
of
when you
medieval
figure it out.
weaponry? Not.
They gotta
Alright.
take it back.
Sure, we know who's gonna be here.
See if the neighbors heard anything.
Alright.
There she is!
Kate, what are you doing here?
I'm a detective, Kendrick.
Whatever the fuck I want,
I'm
Kendrick.
detecting. Anything else?
That's
Blood
it? You
of
mind telling me why
blood.
you're here examining the crime scene on a case that wasn't assigned to you?
Because I do what I want.
Right. You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
I got you a donut. She's like, what? I'd be convinced she's gonna stab me at all times.
Faith?
She's like, what the fuck?
I understand what you're going through.
I don't think there's any point of throwing her back to being, like, crazy angry all the time after the crying thing, so I think we're okay there for now. Oh, yeah, she probably hasn't been sleeping. She's scared she'll go back into a coma. Ugh, trauma.
We found her.
Where?
She's with him. The reason our little assassin hasn't made
Wait,
good
how
on
do
her
they
contract
know?
is because she's rooming with the Mark.
We hired her to kill him,
I believe I covered that with the assassin part.
and he ends up inviting her to spend the night. We conspired with her, paid her half up front, and now she makes us look like fools.
Yeah, you
So-
are fools.
Question is, how are we gonna fix it?
You don't have to run this time. Yeah, she's trying to run. Pattern, Faith. Bad pattern.
You're in no condition to leave here.
You gonna step aside or do we throw down? I mean, am I your prisoner
I
here?
want to
No,
throw
you're
down,
not my
but, like, you
So
need to
free.
stop moving for a second.
Don't know about that.
I once told you that you didn't have to go out in that darkness. Remember? That it was your choice. Well, you chose.
And then she lashes out. She runs and she lashes out. You're angry now, too. Who the fuck are you?
Hello, Wesley.
Oh, those are the guys. Don't like when people say that.
California. I find it.
You don't have to talk to
Wouldn't
them. You're
cough
not
up the dosh
counsel
for the
anymore.
airfare home, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
I'm willing to admit when I've made a mistake.
No, Wesley, they want to use
Made a
you.
mistake.
How would you like to come home, Wesley? Back to England with us.
Yeah, because they want him to cover up their fucking mistake of letting Faith go off half fucking cocked. There's also the time someone impersonated a watcher and was able to get through no problem. They fucked up. They want Wesley to fucking fix it for them, and then they're just gonna go back to treating him like a dog.
It was a nasty business back in Sunnydale, but we know where she is.
Aww.
And we know you have access to her. That's not why we're here. A rogue slayer, Wesley. Far more dangerous than any single vampire.
The Council's elite. She
They
cleaned your
failed.
Crocs, didn't she?
To be
He's betrayed her.
fair, that was Buffy in her body. Just to be fair.
Council. You. She has power and the willingness to use that power for evil.
No!
Work.
It's not easy. And it's not
There's no real
overnight.
simple answer to that. I won't lie to you and tell you it'll be easy, because it won't be. You may never balance out the cosmic scale. The only thing I can promise you is that you'll probably be haunted. And maybe for the rest of your life.
I can live off the stuff. Tell Cordelia I'll pay her back.
Actually, I think it belonged to Wesley.
Okay, probably can't pay him
Maybe
back.
we just don't mention it then.
Well, first off, I think I'd leave off the G. And secondly, I think you have to ask yourself, are you?
Yeah, are you sorry you did it?
Sorry.
Because apologizing just to apologize isn't gonna do shit.
And what if I can't say, God, it hurts. I hate that it hurts like this.
Oh, well, it's
She's like,
supposed to hurt.
I've been
All that
blocking
pain, all that
this
suffering
out.
you've caused is coming back on you. Feel it. Deal with it.
God. B, how am I ever going to make things right with her?
Faith, this isn't about Buffy.
All my life, there was only one person who tried to be my friend. And I screwed her.
Oh, she really
to mention
blocked.
her boyfriend, only him, literally.
Awkward. I really, for a moment, thought you were gonna go, she has a boyfriend. Which would have been funny, but not the time.
One.
Well, what did you think was gonna happen? She's gonna be single forever?
We'd like to thank you for coming down here on such a short notice. Don't let the picture fool you. She's tougher.
Now they're
than
not
she
showing me
looks.
who this is.
We're not talking about anything elaborate. No slow or painful death. Well, some.
That was speciesist of me. I apologize if I offended you in
No,
any
just a
way.
demon.
Or a slayer.
How does it work?
Wesley, we're not gonna do
Don't you
that.
think
She
you
finally
jab
got
over
past
it,
the mental
don't you?
block. She sounds like old Faith.
Just a little.
He's
You'll
like,
signal
then
us
I
as soon as it's
should
done. And we'll come in and take care of the rest.
No, they'll probably kill Angel.
Thanks.
He has a soul. In point of fact, I've confronted more evil, slain more Said.
I don't trust this guy's word. Who the fuck is he?
Everything okay in there?
It was touch and go for those 4 minutes you left me alone, but somehow I got through it.
Sir, you can take a shower.
Hey?
Believed to have fled to Los Angeles in recent days. Witnesses
Faith.
identified her as being
What is it?
involved in several recent assaults. Police want your help in finding.
Listen to me, Faith. You're safe here. You hear me?
Kate does know
Safe.
where it is. What the fuck is that?
It's gonna be okay, right? Shh. All right.
That's hard. What are you doing here? We were attacked.
How?
Okay, there's a dead-ass demon on the
She-
floor. Don't
We
assume.
were attacked.
You and Faith.
Bro, you have a boyfriend? Kidding. Like, it's the same thing at all.
I think I can form a thought right now.
Okay.
True.
Yeah,
You
we're-
decided to punish her with a severe cuddling.
Yes.
Is that why you're here?
Oh, you're still mad. She's still mad. I'm not ready to apologize to you yet.
You
Hi.
didn't think I was gonna find you, did you? Do you care?
Yeah,
She
obviously.
wants to change. She has a chance to.
No, no chance. Jail.
You think that'll help?
Buffy,
You're gonna stop me? Because you're gonna have to.
don't do this.
Faith, go upstairs now.
You think I'm gonna let her out
Buffy,
of my
just
sight?
back off.
Don't you move it!
Oh shit, he fought back. I don't think he's ever fought back against her before. To be fair, you punched him first.
Sorry.
She should also apologize. I would be like, Buffy's
Angel
downstairs.
downstairs.
It's super awkward right
Yeah.
now. How do they know so quickly?
This is getting ridiculous. The first assassin kills the second assassin, sent to kill the first assassin. It's a mistake for us to try to work outside the law.
He's being ironic.
Not at all. It's time we move this fight to our own turf. I know what to do.
They're gonna have
I'll
her
take care of it.
arrested.
You think I wanted this to happen?
You hit me.
You
Not to
hit
go all schoolyard
him!
on you, but
To
you
be
hit me
fair.
first.
Yeah.
In case you've forgotten, you're a little bit stronger than I am. That was just a cry for help.
A cry for help is when you say help in a loud voice.
I know Faith did some bad things to you.
You can't possibly know.
You can't possibly know what she's going through.
Get your coat.
Wesley, what's going on?
In about 20 minutes, the council's operations team is coming
Oh,
in.
he
They'll
came
expect
through.
to find you gone and her drugged.
How many?
She must have slipped out.
She'd head for the roof.
They may have it
Well,
covered.
yeah,
We need a
they,
plan.
she
Buffy
thinks
can
they're
protect
coming
Faith.
for
I'm not
her.
sure that's her agenda.
Sewers are still our best route. They don't know about her access.
I despise
No,
you
Kate,
and everything
we
you
don't
represent, and when I
trust
say
the
represent with them-
lawyers. This is why
That's true, we do.
we need a place where we can update everybody on the team. If Kate knew that, hey, we're not hunting Faith right now, that would be helpful.
We differ on a great many
Though I don't know if
issues.
she's actually
We
talking
do
to
have one
them.
thing in common.
I don't know that Kate sees him as an enemy, even if she is mad.
Well, of course you don't. And we can't be completely clear because law isn't clear on these matters, is it?
What do you want?
I think they
There are beings,
miscalculated
detective.
how she
Beings that aren't
feels
governed by
about
the laws
Angel.
and strictures that we as humans have devised. She's with him.
Kate, let's be...
You gonna throw me off the roof again?
Oh, you did do that one time.
Any reason why I shouldn't?
There's nothing I can do for you, B.
Decided to come back and shake things up?
That's not gonna happen.
You're right. It's not.
Angel said there was no way you were gonna give me a chance.
I've lost battles before. But nobody else has ever made me a victim.
And you can't stand that. I mean, nothing's in control. Nothing makes sense. There's just pain and hate, and nothing you do means anything. You can't even...
Shut up!
Ladies, we're gonna need to work together here?
Coming from the roof.
Oh, fuck. I don't want Faith to die now. I feel like she's gonna sacrifice herself for Buffy or something. I guess if they kill them, they're not gonna care because they'll just get a fresh Slayer who don't know anything. She's gonna jump in front of a bullet.
Keep her steady!
Get him! Oh, damn! She's gonna jump in front of a bullet. The helicopter guy's like,
Take it down!
yeah, whatever you say, sir. You think Faith might turn herself into the police? I don't know. Kate's not gonna arrest him, is she? For what?
Where is she?
Where's who?
You got one shot here, Angel. Where is she? I think you're gonna like the cell we have for you, Angel. Faces east, give you a great view of the sunrise in about 4 hours.
What the fuck, Kate?
Okay.
He's not taking. She turned herself in. I was thinking that's like the only thing she could do, right? The Watchers can't get her.
I'd like to make a confession.
You should have told me what was going on.
Okay, ma'am, you could have called a week ago. We can talk about who should have been telling who what's going on, is all I'm saying.
I didn't think it was your business.
Oh, should people call when Faith shows up places?
Not my business.
I need
Idea what it was like for me to see you with her.
Sometimes when
That you
Buffy
were
comes
behind my
onto
back.
this
this wasn't
show,
about you.
I don't like
This
her
was
as
about
much.
saving somebody's soul.
I came here because you were in danger.
I'm in danger every day. You came because of Faith. You were looking for vengeance.
I have a right to it.
Not in my city.
Yeah, it is his spot.
That I love.
Okay.
It's not what you and I had. It's very new.
Nobody asked you to come,
That's
to be
great.
fair.
It's nice. You moved on. I can't. You found someone new. I'm not allowed to, remember? With your great new life and expect me to do things your way.
It is kind of fair. Like, if he
Go
came to
home.
Sunnydale, she would expect him to follow their rules. If she comes to LA, she should be following their rules.
Faith wins again.
Oh my god, it's not about her! Okay, I know Buffy has problems with Faith. I should just wait. It's almost over. We'll get there. We'll talk about it after. Hello.
I got a big mouth.
I
off, Dad?
kind of think he was right.
Yes.
Is that wrong? Am I wrong? I kind of think he was right.
Faith did. I hope she's strong enough to make it.
Me too.
Peace is not an easy thing to find.
Yeah, and she can't really run from that. Okay. I don't know if it's just the way Buffy sometimes gets written when she's on Angel. If it's like, I guess I don't know how different the writing teams are. Or it's just because, like, she's not the main character, so she just pops in for a bit. But when she shows up on Angel, sometimes she's fucking annoying. Because I can understand why she doesn't trust Faith at all. I understand that part. But, like, it doesn't give you the excuse to hit Angel and then be like, I can't believe you hit me. It's like, you hit him. That's not okay either. Like, it's not okay for you to hit him because you're a girl or something, right? Like, that's not okay. Also, like, I get that, again, the Faith thing makes her really upset. But, like, being like, I'm happy now, and because I can actually trust him. It's like, yeah, like, Angel's saved your life a million fucking times. Like, hello? Like, he obviously can't trust you either. But I think that is a reaction to them growing into these separate people, and they're not, like, when I first predicted that they'd grow into separate people and come back together, I think they're growing into separate people, and, like, it's actually showing them maybe they don't belong together, you know? And Angel does have a point, like, it's great, right? It's great that she can move on and be free, but, like, he literally can't. He cannot do it because of the curse. He's not allowed to ever move on, which I think is interesting. I wonder if they'll ever do something around that, because, like, is he never going to have an actual love interest? It's just going to be, like, people from a distance? I don't know. But, like, it did feel like she kind of just showed up, was pissed off, hit him, and was, like, rubbing his face in it a bit. And I know the stuff with her and Faith is very complicated. But definitely at the end there where she's like, and Faith wins again. Like, Faith wins what? She's going to jail. She voluntarily turned herself in. She's not winning shit. She's not about to go have a fucking relaxing spa day in prison. Like, she's not rich. She's not going to a nice prison. It just kind of felt like they were, like, I don't know if I believe that this episode happens in Buffy that she says that line. There's just something about that line where it's like, how is, I thought we were talking about you guys and now we're back to talking about Faith. It does make me think Angel's right when he's like, you didn't come here for me. You came here for Faith, like, to get the vengeance. You had an idea that she was here, and that's why you showed up. Especially when she's like, you should have told me that she was here. It's like, you didn't fucking tell them that she was in Sunnydale. despite knowing the fact she wanted revenge on people. So, like, it is a little hypocritical. But, you know, it's not like I'm gonna go watch Buffy next and then be mad at Buffy for that. I know it, like, there's different writers and moments and how people are depicted in different shows. It's just, like, I don't think this was her best showing as a character, but I don't hate that either, because sometimes Buffy can be a little too perfect. I think it was showing that, like, there is a side of Buffy that with enough, like, darkness and push could probably end up like Faith, hurting people. Just to hurt them. And that there's that in all of us. And it's kind of up to us to, like, grow and work past that anger. But this was an insane episode. I insanely enjoyed it. Definitely it was her name blurred out at the beginning, and I'm glad that you guys do that, because it was blurred out, because that was a great surprise. I did not expect to see Buffy this episode. But it makes sense that if they called Giles, he told, and then she went. But yeah, this might be one of my favorite episodes of the season so far. Like, with part 1 and 2, but really part 2, it was just like, I think it's the redemption or the start of redemption that I have wanted for Faith since season 3. And it's nice to see her choose it for herself. Because she's a really complicated character, but she's like, that's why I like her. She's a lot like Angel. They have so much in common, and I appreciate that they didn't have him just write her off, and instead he recognized himself in her. And I think that makes sense. He's someone who's gone through so much, like, atonement and repentance that he's like, if I can do it, she can do it, comparatively to the things he did. So, yeah, I really like this episode. Probably my top of the season so far, other than a lack of Cordy, but I also kind of appreciate Cordy for being like, listen, I'm not going to stop you from helping Faith, but it's messy and I'm not going to be around for it. And honestly, fair. That's fair, and she deserves a vacation. But I'm excited to see what happens next. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.